Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is a video that I actually do in real time, so no commenting, but rather this is a video in response to one of the comments under my last video. Especially this is about how I export stuff in Hexagon and how I import it in DazStudio. So right now, as you can see, I have a boot open. This is a heelless boot. It's from the Genesis 2 mail, and I chose this because right now I have the boot in my wardrobe, so with footwear, here it is. But for some reason the whole thing is just garbled. I don't know what happened, but right now it's not usable. So I'm going to re-export and I'm going to export and import it again. As explanation, I have this scene prepared. This is basically my import scene, as you can see on the title. I have both Genesis 2 female and male in here. They're in the basic pose, but a little bit moved from the original center. So as you can see, they're moved quite a bit back. This is just for me so I can see whenever I actually put the clothes on the body, but you'll see in a second. So back to Hexagon. As you can see, I have the shoe in a lot of single pieces. Whenever I so each part has its own UV map. The leg, the foot, the sole, the foot. Most of them are quite neatly and work quite good, more or less. And yeah. If I merge everything, I have to basically redo the UV map for this, and I have everything on one UV map, which I don't want because I would have to draw a UV map just for this, and this is a lot of work, and I'm currently not cut out for this. I have no idea how shading domains work. To be honest, this is something I haven't looked into yet because it's just another thing I need time for, which I didn't do it yet. It's something I will probably do at some point, but right now I didn't. So this is the model of the shoe that I use. So I use a wavefront object as export. Looking to the right folder here, and this is the right boot, so this will be boot R, and yes, so export scale factor is 10.000, and yeah, everything else I leave at default. So unit of the file is none, and the axis stay the same. The V's are exported. Coordinates get merged, exported, and there is no merging, there's no everything else. And yeah, I just click save as. To mirror the boot, I basically just copy paste it, so Control Z and Control V. Hello? Whatever. What else I can do is I can just manipulate the size so it's going into the other direction, and now it's basically mirrored. So yeah, this is basically mirroring the whole thing like this. Same thing, export wavefront object. This is now boot left, save, and same Same options, same stuff. Save. And with this I can basically close a hexagon or minimize at least. So now we are in Daz. So how is my scene set up? I have you see the background of the thumbnail of my usual videos. And what else I do, I have render settings set to 3D light, because I can show you if I have this set to eyewear, which I use for rendering, and I import file import characters. What else? So from custom, scale is 1000%, so I have to scale it up 10 times. Everything else I leave as it is, basically. So everything is, yeah. Okay, so this is basically the default place of this item here. This is also where the Genesis 2 mail would stand if I just imported it into the scene, basically. But it doesn't. Okay, so just to show you, I'll take the left foot and I'll just move it a bit so it's not in the default state. So like this. And now I simply click on the boot, edit, object, transfer utility. Scene item is Genesis 2 mail. This is the item that he uses as a baseline, and for target I say the boot, so he knows that he has to shape the boot to Genesis 2 mail. And projection template would be footwear. I have no idea if this works for Genesis 4 or 8 or whatever else there is. I know it works for Genesis 2 and that's good enough for me. Other options I just leave like they are. No idea. Oh, yeah, hide options. Okay, and I click accept. So now he morphs the shoe directly to the foot. And it's already in the right shape, basically. Now to the other part. So I have got surfaces. This is all the surfaces, the UV maps that I did. And I have the problem that all these tags are very, very complex. I have no idea how they work. So what I do is I set the engine to 3D light. And if I import the boot now, we do the same boot. Yeah. It's here again, edit, object, transfer utility. Footwear again, so boot first the target, then the item I want to wear, saying it is footwear. So here it is, same procedure. Now the surfaces are way easier. So I basically just select, let's say, the zippers and the clasp. Say they're all metallic. Check my textures for golden or a maybe a more silverish light blue. It's a little bit too light. Grayish color. So as you have seen, I've got a lot of flat colors because this is the easiest that I can do. So everything else, boot, straps, I leave them at plastic. Glossiness about, let's say, 45%. Specular strength about 40. And bump map is basically how he uses light on it. This is the wrong one. Where is it? Leather. Let's choose leather 3. So under 20%. So what happens is that Give it a second, or 2 or 3 or 4. Should make it black actually. Base color is black. This could help. So as you can see, it looks like leather because I gave it a bump map. If I reduce it to 0, you can see it's flat. It's just flat. And if I give the bump map percentage, it basically it looks like there is a texture, even though there actually isn't. This is basically how texture is achieved with most things. It's just an optical illusion. And now the big cops are sending assassins because I told the secret. Anyhow, so I make that black too. I make the glossiness very, very low, like 15. The specular strength the same, like 15. Just so it had the different shine and glow like the rest. Maybe I take these straps and say they're not brown, they're black, they're brown. And if I basically choose this color and just go into the gradients, I can just make it lighter and darker, so I can take the clasp and the zipper and basically turn this down a bit, so it's a bit darker. Yeah. Also, I return this to the default state, and I'm turning this back to texture shaded because this is way easier. As you can see, when I choose texture shaded for my viewport, it's simple. It's not showing the whole texture. It's not showing the bump map because this is not how the render setting works. So I'm gonna import the second shoe, boot R, edit object, transfer utility, again Genesis to male, boot R, it's footwear, there it is. Surfaces, those were plastic, black, had bump map, leather 3 with under 20%. Glossiness was 45 and 40, I think. If I'm not sure, I can just check it. I'm right, okay. Clasp zippers were metallic and had the light gray bluish. Now I can basically just check how deep I took the color. So it looks symmetrical. So it would be weird if this would not be the same. Okay, and here we are. The straps is plastic, is brown. Let's just turn this right up. And the sole is black plastic with glossiness 15 and specular strength 15. And I think these straps have glossiness of 45 and 42. They also get the bump map of leather with 120%. And that's basically it. Now I set the render setting to NVIDIA iRay again. And if I press the render button, it will take it'll take a short time until I have a finished render. I have no idea if, you should see this. So he renders in iRay, but I don't have my viewport constantly set to iRay, just because it takes a lot of strain. Yeah, and here it is. This is how it looks in the end. So this is how the shoes look up close. I mean, in the actual render, they are a lot smaller. Yeah, and this is it. Putting this under thumbnails. Male boots. And just save this. Okay. How do I save this? I usually just do it like this. This is the boot R. This is the one that I can see here. File, save as, support asset, figure prop assets. And then I just say leather boot R mail, set category, default wardrobe and footwear. So content type is what I did with edit and with the adjustment tool. Compatible with changes to mail means whenever I have the mail open and I look into my content, it will find it. Accept, and he saved it. So now we're going to do the other boot. File, save as, support asset, figure prop asset. So leather boot L mail, set category default, and again default, wardrobe, footwear, accept. Okay. And now if I have my Genesis to mail here, I should have them here. Okay, so I'm going to, and if I double click it now, it's right here, and I can easily add all I want to the body. So this shirt, that is also the basics for whatever I do in clothing, the front laced shirt that I did a few days ago. Yeah, and I can also basically turn the undershirt. So even if I have render settings set to iRay, if I have it previously saved, I can just go into give me a second. Just give me a second. I got to react to that. And yeah, he has the 3D light settings, so I can basically just give it another color, and we see clipping. Yay! What I do with clipping I can show you right now. Works like this. I go into shaping, and for some reason I can't do this. Why can't I do this? Usually I have a window here, or I can show you with Genesis 2 female. Let's say I put the okay, let's do this really simple. We delete this. Okay, bodysuit. And now I put the denser top in it, but you can see there's already clipping. So usually I go this. I choose the top, and in shaping I can just expand all, and if I like give it 50% more, it's still clipping. So let's try 25. Okay, how about 28? And now I have basically both clothing above each other. You see there's a bit of a problem with the neck area. It's too big for the neck now, and it doesn't fit really. So yeah, clipping is always a problem with combining stuff. So I usually try to work around it by building things that I want to do a set, building them together. But this is it happens. I don't know why I don't have this option with the male model. I don't know. I haven't worked with it enough to say it. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you and maybe make the next video about whatever you come up with. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you all around.